Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, well, happy Saturday, everybody. Here we go now in our weekend. And of course, we are checking in with you today because we are talking about this Arctic air mass. It is here. In fact, it's going to continue to kind of ooze in. Arctic air is like molasses, very slowly oozes in and very slowly oozes out. And right now we are in that oozing phase where it is moving in. You'll really begin to notice it once we get past sunset this evening. We're going to talk about that. Any wintry precipitation on down the road, new details on that momentarily as well. But again, this would be our Saturday, and really through this afternoon, it's going to be sunny generally. You'll like that part, but it's that northerly wind. This is what we call cold air advection. So that northerly wind is now advecting in this Arctic air mass. So temperatures through the 40s this afternoon, not overly bad. But again, once we get past sunset this evening tonight, you will definitely notice we've got a new air mass around the area. Again, that's going to linger into the early part of next week. Now, precipitation today, currently in North Texas, number one, there's none. If you look well off to our north, up across parts of northern Oklahoma, maybe into Kansas, the high plains, there's a few snowflakes falling in that direction. It is not impossible this evening and overnight to have a couple snow flurries around the area. I do not see accumulating snow. I don't even see it dusting. No travel issues. But if you're out for any reason late this evening tonight, could you maybe see a snowflake kind of floating through the air? Again, not impossible. Obviously, we call that flurries. So take a look at this here. This is going to be key to our forecast now going forward. You can see this, what we call layered Arctic air intrusion. Blue, light blue, going to pink, going to purple, and the real deal Siberian air. This is the source region of this Arctic air outbreak. It's really not even Arctic. It's over in Siberia. It came across the North Pole, and the coldest of the cold, negative 20s, negative 30s, are still up across Canada. But again, what you see to the north will continue to kind of ooze down. We're not going to get that cold, but again, are we locked in with some cold weather? Or is the nation locked in with some cold weather through at least Tuesday? And again, the answer to that is yes. Now, there is one more interesting piece to this forecast, and this is going to be for this upcoming Monday night into Tuesday. In fact, you can't even see it yet. If you look at these little white lines, this is the general jet stream flow coming in from the northwest, and there is an approaching storm system off to the northwest, cold air in place, approaching storm system. People's ears begin to perk up. Are we talking about any wintry weather? Well, the more interesting piece of this is that that storm system appears as though it's going to stay south of North Texas, central Texas, our coastal plains, like maybe down towards Houston. They may be talking about some wintry weather. We're here in North Texas, really not so much. I'll show you that on the modeling coming up. Otherwise, you can see it right there. Most of the nation over the next several days locked in, again, with this Arctic/Siberian air mass. Temperatures really trending down by Wednesday. We begin to kind of moderate or begin to kind of warm, if you will, the atmosphere into the end of this upcoming work week. So there it is. Again, if you're going to be out late this evening, tonight, again, most folks hopefully just trying to stay in, stay warm, but not impossible. Again, could we have a snowflake? Could we have a flurry or two? No accumulation. Again, not impossible, right? Not a big deal whatsoever. The bigger deal, it's going to be the wind chill factors, right? This evening, tonight, if you are going out, wind chill factors are going to be a big deal. This is the other piece of it. Take a look at this. This would be Monday night into Tuesday. Monday night into Tuesday, skipping ahead of time, maybe a couple snowflakes in southern counties. But again, take a look at central Texas. Take a look down towards the Gulf Coast. They may have some big-time wintry weather down there with some big-time issues. Again, maybe Monday night into Tuesday, a dusting in our southern counties. Again, I just don't really see a whole lot with that. So wind chill's not necessarily a big deal as we go through the afternoon. But again, as we get into really this evening and tonight, those wind chill factors will really begin to drop down. So people, pets, pipes, plants, the 4 Ps. Again, definitely make sure you're dripping your faucets as we really go through tonight and really the next several nights. And obviously check on your friends, relatives, and don't forget those pets. 40s today. Again, this would be your Saturday evening if you're trying to get out there. Those temperatures dropping through the 30s, but notice by 10 p.m. your wind chill factor is going to be right around 19. Teens, 20s, these are your air temperature lows. Wind chill factors, again, in the single digits and teens around the area. And then there it is, only 30s as we get into tomorrow. We've got a cold stretch on the way. More on this coming up.